Love, 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 love. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out the Beatles classic, All You Need Is Love, and there's a few little sticky moments in this one, most noticeably the time change that we've got. We've got a little bar of 3/4 there, which makes the rhythm pretty interesting and needs a little bit of study to get it right. So let's get to a close-up and check out what's going on. So let's go through the chords first of all. So we've got a G chord. Okay, we want the big 4-finger G. So 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, open, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. Okay, 3rd and 4th fingers on the thinnest 2 strings there. That's the G chord. The second chord we want is a D with an F sharp bass. I guess technically this is a D sus4 with an F sharp bass, but just think of it as a D with an F sharp bass. First finger's gone to the 2nd fret of the thicker string, and second finger has gone to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So you have 2nd fret, mute, underneath of the first finger will mute the 5th string. You probably won't be able to help that happening. Open D string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 3rd fret. So those 3rd and 4th fingers have stayed down from the G. Just 1st and 2nd fingers have moved, and now they come together to make an E minor 7. So first finger's just moved to the 2nd fret of the 5th string, 2nd finger's moved to the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so G, D with an F sharp bass, E minor. And we've got this little open D string, and you probably want to use your first finger to go down on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, because that frees up 2nd finger to get back on the G. It just forms part of the riff when we look at the rhythm in a little bit more detail in a second. So G, D with an F sharp bass, E minor 7. G again, D with an F sharp bass to E minor 7. Then we've got A minor with a G bass. Okay, so just regular A minor chord. And then we move little finger down onto the thickest string on the 3rd fret. Okay, you could actually play just a regular G chord there, but I like this A minor with a G bass, to D with the F sharp bass. Okay, now this time we're playing it with a regular D, and then using thumb to grab over and play the 2nd fret and mute the 5th string. It's got a bit of work to do, the thumb there, to play this one in this way. Then thumb lifts open, and we're going to play a D chord with an E bass. So we're going to play the bass note and then the chord. Okay, it's important that you realize that's how we're doing some of these grips. I'll talk about that a little more when we look at the strumming hand and the rhythm. And then we've got a regular D, then a D with a C bass. Okay, now to get to this chord, we've gone from regular D, we've moved 2nd finger over to the note C, which is the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and 1st finger is going down to to play those other 2 notes here on the 1st and the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. Really interesting chord, this one, the D with a C bass. Usually find that the open D is muted, and that's fine, but if it rings out, as long as it's not too loud, it shouldn't be a problem. So let me go through that whole sequence again. So A minor with a G bass, to a D with an F sharp bass, to a D with an E bass, to D with a C bass, and then it would really kind of be a D tonality again, but we do this little riff here, which is 2nd fret, 3rd fret on the 5th string, open D string, 4th string, then the 4th string again, and then the 1st finger going down in the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So let's talk about the rhythm of this one now. So what we've got is a bar of 4/4 and a bar of 3/4. So for the G chord, we're going to play the bass note and then down up. Okay, so 1, 2, and then we change to the D with an F sharp bass note, down up again. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and. That's on the E minor. We've got again bass, down, up, and then we're going to play the open 4th string and then an up pick. We'll play the first finger going down in the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so that's the pattern. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1. Okay? This is the first pattern to get used to. It's a little bit weird. 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1. It's got to feel nice and loose and relaxed. But particularly where you've got those little single notes, because we've got that missing beat, people tend to rush that little section a bit. So I'd spend a bit of time getting that part right first of all. So it actually, in the verse, it's just doing those twice. So love, 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 it's easy. Okay, you can see there, I sang a bit where there isn't singing at that beginning part, but on the A minor we're playing the 5th string, down, up, then we're playing the G bass note, thicker string again, down, up, then to the D with the F sharp bass we play the bass note, down, up, the bass note which is the open E, down, up, then to the D, bass note, down, up, the D with the C bass note, down, up, then our riff, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so we've got all of that again in 4/4 except for the last bar. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2. Okay, and then we're either into another verse or the chorus. So let me just play through that verse sequence one more time, nice and slowly all of the way through. So make sure that you've got the count and all of that. So 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. It's the same thing. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Then the riff. Then there's another verse that's still the same. Still a bar of 4/4 and then a bar of 3/4. Then this little sequence, which is 3 bars of 4/4, and then there's a bar of 3 at the end here. 1, 2, 3. All you need is love. Hey, the chorus is back into 4/4. Hooray! So the chorus is G, A7, D, D7, G, A7, D, D7, G, B7, E minor 7, C, D7 to G. And then we're into the verses again. Okay, so rhythm for that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, it's just 2 strums on the G there, a little 2/4 bar. Just to add to the complexity again. So all of those chords, hopefully you're familiar with all of those. G, you know, you could play the 4-finger G if you want, or just the 3-finger G would be fine there as well. A7, just the 2 fingers on the 4th and 2nd strings. The D to D7. I'm fairly hopeful that you're familiar with all of these different chord grips. If you're not, go and check out the website. There's lessons for all of these chords. G, B7. Okay, nothing on the thicker strings. 2nd, 1st, 2nd, open, 2nd. To E minor, to E minor 7. Now to get to E minor 7, you can just lift off the 3rd finger really and just leave 2nd finger down, but it sounds nicer in this song, I think, to put little finger down in the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And I think that's kind of works better for me. So let's have a play now through a verse and a chorus so you can see all of that, but I'll try and go super slowly. So here we go. 3, 4. Love, 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 love. D with a C bass riff. Verse, there's nothing you can say, do that can't be done, sorry. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Chorus, G. R, U, A7 is D to D7. G. R, U, A7 is D, D7. G. R, U, B7 is E minor to E minor 7. C. Love is D7, U, G. There's nothing you can know that can't be known, etc. The thing I love about Beatles tunes is they've always got something a little bit quirky, a little bit different in them, and this one's definitely no exception with this unusual use of the 3/4 bar. So it's common to have songs in 3/4, but to have one that goes 4/4/3/4, 4/4/3/4, 4/4/4/4, 4/4/3/4 is a little bit weird, but it's so musical, the melody's so strong that it works as a beautiful song, you know. So have a little bit of time thinking about it first of all and make sure you understand what's going on, but also listening to the original recording will really help you out there to get the flow of the music, and definitely playing along as well. So some of the chords are a little bit tricky. It might take a little bit of time doing kind of 1-minute changes on them. If you struggle with the D to the D with a C bass is one that you might find a little bit awkward. So just sitting there practicing that one particular change over and over again is a really, really good kind of technique. And then I guess one of the other tricks with this one is getting used to playing the bass note and keeping that note kind of separate. So it's not a strum really, you're playing that individual note and then doing the strums between. So that might take a little bit of practice as well, but I think it's well worth it. An amazing song. Love this tune. Love the Beatles in general, actually. Just fantastic. Well, I mean, obviously one of the best bands of all time. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you dig what I do. I really appreciate your support. And remember, there's more than 1,000 free lessons over on JustinGuitar.com. I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.